Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this week's Weekly Live. I am Lisa DeToffel, your host, and today we're going to be talking about connections and building relationships, which is very, very important. I am so sorry I am not completely prepared this morning. A lot of things going on. So let me just put up some things here so that I will be totally prepared. Again, so sorry that I'm not prepared this morning. So much going on. So much going on. Okay. I think I am ready now. So I want to welcome you to Relationship Communications Weekly Live. Again, I am Lisa DeToffel, your host. And our topic today is connections and building relationships. Such an important topic. I also want to apologize for the inconvenience if you are used to watching this in the Facebook group. It is not currently going live today in the Facebook group. StreamYard is the platform I use to do this weekly live, and they have changed a few things. So there are a few things I will have to do to get that back up and going in the group itself. However, if you're watching this on YouTube or the Tiger Eye Solution Facebook page, thank you for joining me live. Please say hello. Let me know you're here. If you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, ring that bell so that you will be notified every time that we do go live. If you're not part of our Facebook group, Relationship Communications, I invite you to go over to Facebook and put Relationship Communications in the search bar, and it will take you there. There's a banner at the top with my photo on. We would love to welcome you into the group. There's over 500 professionals in that group. A lot of great networking can be done in there. So we invite you to come join us in the Relationship Communications Facebook group. So if you're joining us for the first time, I am the founder of Relationship Communications, where I coach and mentor established and aspiring professionals to create and grow and scale their network. Relationship Communications Weekly Live is a tactical and practical show we do every week at the same time. So I hope you'll put it on your calendar every Friday morning at 10 a.m. And I hope you can make plans to join us. Again, if you're joining me live, I'd love to hear from you. Let me know you're here and where you're coming in from. If you're watching this later, please do use hashtag replay to let me know that you are watching this at a later time. So we are sponsored by Tiger Eye Solution, my virtual assistant business. And at Tiger Eye Solution, we work with speakers, coaches, and professionals to help them grow their business so they can enjoy being the CEO and do what they love to do within their business. Do their specialty, right? And we do this virtually and in our online community. So also, before we dive into our topic for today, I would like to introduce myself. Again, I'm Lisa DeToffel, and this was me about 5.5 years ago as a preschool teacher. Can't believe it's been that long, but it has. I worked with children in different classrooms for over 25 years in the preschool area, the younger generation, as they were getting started with their education journey. So I think I can honestly say I probably learned just as much from them as they learned from me. It was a very great experience. I loved working with all the children that I got the privilege to work with and the coworkers, because there was a lot of different coworkers as well that I have the privilege to work with also. But during that 25 years is actually where I started building relationships, because working with small children, of course, you have to get them to trust you before they're going to listen to anything you have to say, much less anything you're trying to teach them, right? So there's a lot of building that know, like, and trust factor when you're working with little children. And you're not just working with the children, you're also working with their parents and their family. Because you may have heard before, it takes a village to raise a child, and it really does. It really does. It's not just the parents. It's not just the teachers they have in their classrooms. It's a combination of a lot of different people. So we had to, myself and other coworkers had to get to know the children, build that know, like, and trust factor, also get to know their parents and their families. And in this particular classroom, this was the last classroom I was a part of, we had various different countries represented in that classroom. So not only did we have to build those relationships and get that know, like, and trust factor going, we also had to learn about the country they were from, if they were from a different country. Because at home, they might speak one language, then at school, they come and try to talk English to us and the other students in the class. So that's a lot for a 3, 4, or 5-year-old, right? So there was a lot of different aspects to that, to building that know, like, and trust factor. Also, during those 25 years, I was a single mom twice. This is me, my 3 children. Not sure exactly what year this was. Probably somewhere around 2013, 14, somewhere along in there. Maybe a little bit sooner, I don't know. But that was during one of the times that I was a single mother. So has my life been like it is today? No, it has not always been this way. I've been married twice before marrying my current husband. Those were not good marriages. There was so many different things wrong with each one. So it was best for me and the children for me to walk away. But of course, in building relationships is important. And I could tell from those 2 relationships that what needed to be built was not possible, if that makes sense. So this is me and my 3 kids during one of those times that I was a single mother. And was it an easy road to be a single mom? Both times? No, absolutely not. I had to be the mom. I had to be the dad. I had to be the breadwinner. I had to do all the things, right? Be the head of the household, all that stuff. And work full time. Manage all their activities, whether it was school or extracurricular activities, whatever it was. So yeah, I was juggling a lot of balls in the air for sure during those times. So I guess the thankful piece of it is that I was a teacher, and teachers are very organized, as I am still today. So being organized back then was very, very helpful as far as trying to get through those difficult times when I was a single mom. So that's what my family looked like then, and this is what my family looks like now. We're fixing to add a new one in June. This is my 2 sweet twin grandbabies, Hattie and JP, and of course my 2 grown sons, and then my daughter will be 17 next month. So they're all growing up very fast. The twins are already over a year old. Actually, they're 15 months now. So yeah, they're all growing very, very fast. And then our next grandson will be here at the end of June. And we just celebrated him this past weekend with a baby shower, which was a lot of fun. And then, of course, in 2018 is when I decided to start my first business, Tiger Eye Solution. I did take a training program and earned a certification in my area of specialization. And then, of course, re-niched myself in January 2020 to do relationship building and follow-up, which I think is very important key pieces in any business. Yes, we all have different types of businesses. Nobody's business is going to be the same. However, both of these pieces are very important, no matter what your business is. Okay. Excuse me, I have a little scratch in my throat this morning. And then after the pandemic happened in 2021, I decided to build a team. So I have had a team for Tiger Eye Solutions since 2021. Currently, today, we have 11 team members, including myself, on the Tiger Eye Solution team. And we can work with an array of different professionals, and we can offer an array of different types of services. If you'd like to learn more about that, reach out. I'll be happy to talk with you. But today, we're going to talk about connections. Build connections that are beneficial, okay? So why build connections why building connections is important to have a successful business. As I said before, when I was in the classroom, how important it was for us to build those relationships, not just with the students, but with their parents and their families. Transition to your business or professional world, it is just as important. Are they the same type of relationships? No, they're not. However, they're still very important. So as a teacher, it was important for me to build those relationships with each student and their families in order for the student and the family to trust me and for the child to learn what they needed to learn, right? So it's the same type of thing, same skill in your business. However, you're just building different kinds of relationships, okay? So building professional connections is one of the most valuable career skills for a professional to possess. What does building connections mean? Building connections occurs when you form a bond with another person. While you may create personal and professional relationships, both can benefit your business. Again, so sorry, I have a tickle in my throat this morning. So let me say that again. What does building connections mean? Building connections occurs when you form a bond with another person. While you may create a personal and professional relationship, both can benefit your business. Also, why is it important to build connections? Building connections is important because it makes you more versatile. Anytime you need a support team or to learn about new opportunities, your connections will be there for you. They can share with you opportunities that may be beneficial for you in your business, okay? So what are the benefits of building connections? New opportunities may come your way. You know, your partners may inform you of others that may be a good fit for you to connect with or possibly work with, because connecting may lead them to being a client or customer for you, right? Mentorship. When you form a strong bond with an experienced professional, they may provide an opportunity for you to learn and improve. You know, you always need to be learning new things, right, in your business, or possibly new platform skills, whatever, to implement in your business, right? That gives you the opportunity to improve and move your business forward. And that's very, very important as well. Expand your clientele. Developing bonds with potential clients and customers is a great way to build long-lasting clients and build trust. Therefore, they are more likely to do business with you and refer business to you. If you haven't already figured this out, your current clients and customers are your biggest referral partners. They've already experienced working with you, so they know what it's like to work with you, to be your client or your customer. So that's a benefit, because they can tell others that they know about you and your business as well. And then that could also lead to whomever they're telling to want to work with you, to become your client or your customer. So building these relationships and these connections, guys, oh my goodness, can be so, so beneficial. Long term, not just short term, but long term as well. Okay. So building relationships. The importance of building relationships. Oh my goodness. I cannot stress enough how important it is to build relationships. In some of my past weekly lives, I've had two people join me, one Lachelle Atkins and one Stephanie Treasure. And myself and both of those ladies have been connected for a very, very long time. I met them early on in my business, and we are still connected today, and we still support each other today. Lachelle and I do totally different things in our business. So she knows what I do, so she can refer people to me that may be a good fit for me to work with. I know what she does. And so as I'm meeting new people, if I think that it may be a good fit for me to introduce them to her and possibly them work with her, then I will make that introduction as well. That's how building relationships can work and how power partners can work. We're not talking about power partners today. That's for a different day, but it's important, very important. So when you start to network, you have to be sure to build the relationships that will help move your business forward. When you are looking for professionals to connect with, you do not have to look far because professionals are everywhere. Seriously, they are everywhere. Once you start making the most of your networking efforts, your calendar will start filling up. You can gain clients and customers through your networking efforts. I have, so I know it works. I know y'all all know that I'm an avid networker. I network all the time. I've been part of various different networking organizations in the past, and I have gained clients through my networking efforts. I really have. So I know that networking works. You just have to be willing and intentional with your networking efforts. Put it on your calendar, make the time, take the time, whatever you have to do to actually attend some networking events, whether they're in person or whether they're online. Now, here lately, I've had to do more online networking because I've had a daughter at home sick. There was an in-person event I could have went to yesterday that I normally do like to go to. However, I didn't get to because I have a sick child. Well, she's on the mends. She's not as sick as she was, so she is on the mends, which is great. But I did contribute to the in-person networking. I gave some gift bags that they could give away as door prizes. So I did contribute to that meeting. However, I did not get to attend the meeting myself. So pick and choose. There's so many different places out there online and in person to where you can network. If you haven't been networking, I would suggest trying both. Wherever your location is, find some in-person networking events to attend just to go test the waters, if you will, to see how you like it, how you dislike it, how it works for you, how it doesn't work for you, whatever the case may be. And then, of course, you can also attend online networking events. Alignable is a great platform to be a part of. They have networking events all the time. I mean, if you wanted to sit all day long and just attend Alignable networking events, you probably could. Okay. And Alignable is not the only place. There's other networking places as well. I actually do a networking mixer every month. The Relationship Communications group has a networking mixer, and we do it once a month. Our next one, I think, is next week, actually, on the 30th at 6 p.m. So I invite you to come join us. Be on the lookout. If you're in the Facebook group, I will be posting about that. So be on the lookout for that. All right, let's continue on. You have to introduce yourself at networking events as well and let others know who you are and what you do. They want to put a name and a face with your business. You can introduce and say, oh, my business is Tiger Eye Solution, but you have to tell them who you are too. I can't just say, hey, how you doing? I own and operate Tiger Eye Solution. That's not telling them a whole lot, right? That's not going to benefit them. So this is where a digital handshake is helpful when you're online. Your digital handshake is the first impression you make in an online event or a video call. It's the substitute for a physical shaking of hands that you would do if you were face-to-face. Most importantly, it sets the tone of establishing you as someone who is friendly, professional, and ready to get started. Okay. To have a good digital handshake, be sure you pay attention, speak clearly when it's your turn to speak, and look directly into the camera. Be interactive during the call, ask questions, answer questions if you can. Also, keep yourself on mute when it isn't your turn to speak, so all participants can hear the person who is speaking clearly. Now, here are a few things you should not do when you're networking. staying silent in a conversation. If you're having a one-on-one, like if you're in a breakout room or something and you're having a one-on-one conversation with someone, make sure you take your time, take your turn to talk, okay? Wasting time with unhelpful information, that's your elevator speech. Make sure you have it fine-tuned to where it is going to say what it needs to say, and you're not sharing way too much information when you're sharing your elevator speech, okay? Do not, absolutely do not ask for a job or ask for work when you've just met someone at a networking event. That's not part of networking at all. And then to follow up after the meeting with those that you have met or would like to know better. Follow up, schedule another one-to-one call or a coffee chat, as we like to call them in the relationship communications community. So if there's someone you met at that event, ask them if they're open to scheduling a coffee chat with you where you can continue that conversation or get to know them better, whatever the case may be. I really hope this information was helpful for you today around networking. I hope a lot of you are doing some networking to help grow your business and move your business forward. Again, I would invite you to come over to Facebook and join us in the group Relationship Communications. We would love to have you. And again, I apologize because I know this is supposed to be streaming in more places. I will get that fixed before next week. So thank you. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you soon.